And we've been asking, do we need a presidency at all? Ian O'Doherty, columnist with the Irish Independent, you believe we don't.
I'm certainly open to arguments saying why we should. I mean, this is the thing. Even when I wrote the piece in the NOS, normally, with yourself, when you write a column, you have all the answers, and I come in with the solutions. This one, I'm genuinely kind of baffled because, on an emotional level, I think we definitely, it would be nice to have a head of state. But the thing about it is that history has shown us, recent history has shown us that we just tend to get heads of state who are either utterly irrelevant or they don't actually seem to understand the brief of their job. I mean, on several occasions, I don't think anybody would deny that Higgins is he's fundamentally he's a good man and all that, but he doesn't seem to really understand the limits of the job. And I think he seems to look on those limitations, the constitutional limitations that are around the office of the presidency. He seems to look on them as sort of a bothersome intrusion on his right to expression,
he has
as
stepped
opposed
out
to the limits of the job. I mean, you only have to look back to, his response. I mean, really, I think what will, if not necessarily damn his presidency, but what will certainly define it was his response to Fidel Castro's death, for example. I mean, that was when we saw the real Michael D. Higgins. It's the old school sort of Jeremy Corbyn style lefty who just, clings on to a certain view of the world.
Well, it was hypocritical of him because considering what all the other things he claims to stand for. But at the same time, as Shane was pointing out here earlier, people don't really care about those things.
Well, this is the thing. We care once every 7 years if we're lucky enough. The thing is, Paul, there's no such thing as a politician of principle. Michael D. Higgins, the man, might be a man of principle.
But he's above all that, Ian.
Well, I mean, of course he's not. And this is the one good thing, actually, that they will actually remind people. I mean, you see, the thing about it is that Higgins has almost become, certainly among some of the younger people, when you see the way they talk about him on social media and stuff, it's like he's become the nation's favourite pet or something. It's, I don't want a president that you can cuddle.
Like that, though. Every president is like, they're all loved, aren't they, Ian? I mean, Mary McAleese before that, Mary Robinson before, they can do no wrong in the eyes of the public. I find it quite amusing to watch it.
But you've laid out your stall, Ian O'Doherty. Get off the fence, yes or no?
No. I think ultimately I'll probably come down at the no.